fly it, print it, display it. Don't just buy another Enterprise. 3D print a one-of-a-kind starship. Your starship. With GamePrint.net. Priority One listeners can save 20% right now on all ships and sizes. Just use coupon code PRIORITY20, that's PRIORITY20 at checkout. Build your fleet and display it proudly with GamePrint.net.
Hello Captains and welcome to Priority One Armada livestream, multicasting live via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and Twitch on 9th of March 2019. I'm your host Winters and tonight is Romulan night. So we are out on the balcony on New Romulus Command Center, instance number 3, while we hold our roundtable discussion. Joining me tonight are my two co-hosts Jason and Panda. Guys, Jason, how's your last 7 days been? What's been going on with you, dude?
Oh, it's been great. Last night, me and my family enjoyed our time watching a monster truck show that was about 30 minutes away from us.
Nice, nice. And how about you, Panda? How have you been over the last 7 days?
Well, got to celebrate a big anniversary at work earlier in the week. Oh. And then today, I went to go get a car wash, and while I was sitting in line, it started raining.
So you got a free car wash, basically.
But there you go.
Right. Well, thanks a million to everyone who's tuned in to watch the show tonight. I suppose the first thing I should say is I'm sorry, because we're running a little bit late tonight. That is totally my fault. Long story short, I stayed up all night last night, and when I finally called it a night this morning, I tried to get to sleep and I couldn't. And basically I've been up all day and kept on trying to get some sleep, and I finally dozed off a couple of hours ago and I woke up with like 10 minutes before the show. I was like, crap! So I was rushing and racing, and yeah, a little bit behind schedule tonight, so I am so sorry for that, everyone. So yeah, sincere apologies for that. Anyway, Jason, tell us what we have planned for tonight's show, please.
During the round table on this week's show, we will discuss the latest Star Trek Online news. So if you have not made your way over to New Romulus Command Instance Number 3, come and join us. We will also share the latest Priority One Armada news and highlight some of the outstanding members within our community. After that, the round table, we will warp to Nakara Prime for our weekly away mission. Tonight, we go to battle with the Tholians, where we will earn some Nakara marks and dilithium. So, captains, don't forget to bring those environmental suits. Also, captains, remember, your character needs to be a level 50 to join us on this away mission.
Alright, before we go any further, let's kick off our first giveaway of the night. So, captains, for your chance to win a Gamma Vanguard Starter Pack code, please type the word Quad Chaos into the chat now, and that will enter you in with a chance of winning a Gamma Vanguard Starter Pack code. Remember, if you've already got the Gamma Vanguard Starter Pack, or you have the Gamma Vanguard Pack, this code is going to be useless to you. But if you take any of those boxes, we'll try and get something, an alternative prize to send to you. So good luck, everyone.
Well, if you're not a member of the Priority One Armada and want to stay in touch with us in-game, then come join us on the Priority One chat channel by typing in the chat box /channel_join space Priority One, all one word, and then hit the enter key.
And if you want to be a member of our Priority One Armada community, simply head over to PriorityOne.com to sign up. We have both Federation and KDF fleets ranging from Tier 3 to Tier 5, so you can be certain that we have fleets that suit your needs.
And if you're interested in picking up some cool Priority One Armada swag, then check out our Armada-themed merchandise available now at our Cafe Press store. The store has items ranging from mugs to mouse pads, t-shirts to hoodies, and so much more. Links to this store can be found on our website and Twitch page.
Right. So I'm seeing a few messages in the chat, and a few people are saying I should have just blamed it on the alcohol, and everyone would have understood. And I seen another message there. I think it was from Gladius, saying I should have blamed it on the bad weather. Because, yeah, we're getting really, really bad weather here in Ireland at the moment. And there's, like, weather warnings at the moment. And I was telling the guys before the show, we were actually supposed to get snow tonight. Which I can't believe, because it just didn't seem like snow was going to hit us today. But if I had got hit with snow, I was really, really worried that my connection would, crap out. But thankfully it hasn't hit yet, so keep fingers crossed. Well, we have a lot to talk about this week in Star Trek Online news, so let's jump right into the roundtable. Panda, please tell us about redesigning the character creator, please.
Oh, yeah. Well, on Thursday, March 7th, Cryptic released a fresh new interface for Star Trek Online's character creator, along with a blog post of introduction from Joe Giannoulis, a UI designer who led the effort. The post describes how the character creator started simple and worked fine when it was made, but as new factions and species were added to the game, it quickly got bloated and overwhelming. The new UI design aims to let players into the game faster with simplified option selections, but rest assured that almost all the old options are still there if you want them. Now that said, some features you won't find, such as Save Outfit and Load Outfit, those still exist in the Tailor UI in the game, which hasn't changed at all. The post also talks about some quality of life fixes that were introduced, and they also hope that this is only the first time of many passes that they're going to take on the older game UI. In the meantime, if you want to see what's up with the new character creator, Cryptic has given all players a free character slot to try the new creator out.
Okay, so Jason, have you checked out this new UI?
Not yet.
Not yet. So obviously you haven't met a new character.
No, I have not. It's on the top of my mind for that. It's just I have like 3 other characters that I have yet to get up to 65 yet, so I'm not rushing to do one just yet. Right.
Okay. How about you, Panda? Have you taken a look at the new UI?
I have. I took it for a spin. I do not need to make any more new characters. God help me. But it's definitely it's improved. I definitely see how they hid a lot of things and a lot of the finer details that if you don't really care about the particular length of your shins, you just want to roll a boolean and get in game. Yeah. There you go. It takes like probably 15 seconds.
Yeah.
But all the little nitpicky things are still there if you really want to get deep into it.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of disappointed that the Taylor UI in-game hadn't been updated as well.
Yeah.
I'm really, really looking forward to that.
Yeah, so I'd agree with pretty much everything that you said there. I took a look at it, and I made a new character. I used that free character slot straight away. I didn't even miss a heartbeat.
Trust me, this is my surprised face.
Yeah. I like the new interface. I see cats like, I knew it!
Sure as the sun rises.
Yeah, exactly. I'm coming up on 50 characters now, probably. I don't know, I need to do a count and figure out how many I have.
I thought it was 53 last, but oh
well. I like the changes that they made. It's definitely a lot, I would say, sleeker. It's much more to the point. Like, I think you brought up a very good point for like a new player to the game. They just want to get in. And this new design basically lets you get the character created as quickly as possible, and boom, you're in the game. Most of the options are still there if you go looking for them, with the exception of load outfit or save outfit, which I'm a little bit disappointed at because I make so many characters. I do like to load up costumes when I'm making a new character, but hey, it is what it is.
You can get that once you're in game, but if you think about what most other people are doing, they're coming in with a new character. They would probably have a costume slot to start with, I think. Like maybe 2. So loading and saving outfits aren't such a big deal if you only have one slot to store an outfit in.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Nightweb sit there as at some point Winters is going to run out of names and just start numbering them like 23 of 49.
So I'll tell you what I am excited about. Is that they have hired a new UI artist, and this is just the first project that they've worked on. So what I'm really excited about is that this new UI artist is hopefully, I would imagine, going to bring other quality of life improvements to the game. Panda, you pointed out about the Taylor, the actual UI for the Taylor. That's something that, probably could do with touching up as well. And maybe that's something that this new UI artist might work on. I know that there's been some changes to the Reputation UI, but it's still not perfect, I don't think. It could probably do with some tweaking. But there's a lot of other things in game that this new artist could probably work on. I'd be interested to see what other quality of life improvements are going to come down the pike.
Yeah, I'm seeing Tormox asks if the UI, if she did the disco UI as well. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That I'm not sure on, because I think that this is a very, very new hire for Cryptic Studios, and up until that point, the main UI guy was actually Thomas Maroney, who is the lead ship artist. And Thomas actually got hired at Cryptic as a UI artist initially, and he's since transitioned into ships, but he's been wearing two hats for a long time now. He's been UI and ships, and now that they've got this new UI artist, he can kind of break away from that and just focus on ships, and the UI artist can focus on UI. So I'm not 100% sure if they've done the Discovery UI or not. Yeah. Right, let's move on to item number 2. Jason, please tell us about the Foundry sunset, please.
Yes, greetings, Cryptic fans. On April 11th, we are sad to announce that we will be sunsetting the Foundry system for Neverwinter in Star Trek Online. This decision was not made lightly. The Foundry was a passion project for many of us, and we have loved seeing the unique stories and awesome content our Foundry authors have produced. Developers and players alike have enjoyed using the Foundry, and friends we've made and the journeys we've had will live on in our memories. Our teams at the Cryptic strives to create excellent content and maintain a high standard of quality for our games. However, the legacy and knowledge required to maintain the Foundry at our quality standards is no longer available. Our goal is to continue creating top-notch content for our current and upcoming games, and the development time and resources required to maintain the Foundry would impede all these new features and systems. Was that reiterate? This decision does not impact any other games, features, or content development for Star Trek Online or future titles. But they are also saying the Star Trek Online creators will get some rewards. Players who have played one or more Foundry missions will receive Foundry badges for their characters. Players who authorized a Foundry mission will receive a Botany Bay non-combat space pet. Players who have been selected for a Spotlight mission will receive a Foundry Spotlight and a Genesee torpedo ground device.
Okay, so Panda, we'll start off with you. Have you done much with the Foundry at all? Like, what's your experience with it? What have you done or haven't done?
I had started, because I can't do anything easy, I had started my first project, which was going to be a 3-mission arc.
Oh.
Because I can never do anything, sensible. Part of why I stopped on it was that the interface was kind of challenging and not necessarily intuitive. I could never figure out how to get things to actually light up, for example. Yeah. Every space map I built is like, could someone please turn on the lights?
Yeah.
I do feel like this is definitely a loss of, I think, what's a great resource for players to try new things. But having tried to use the Foundry, I can see why they would just say, this isn't worth the investment, especially, and try not to just regurgitate points from the podcast, but especially if it kept breaking every major content update they made.
Yeah. Just before we go any further, I want to say welcome to BreadTruck12, who has just followed us on our Twitch channel. So thank you for following us. Hope you're enjoying the show.
And is a very recent member of the Armada as well. So welcome to the Armada too.
Oh wow, excellent.
Yep.
Yeah, indeed. Welcome. Right. I also seen there as well, Sano Skyrat said in the Twitch chat that our previous story about the UI artist, Joe's apparently there for the last 8 months. So yeah, there you go. So probably caught the tail end of the Discovery stuff that was being done. But I seen that in the chat, so I just wanted to bring it up. Right, let's move on. Jason, have you done much with the Foundry? Either creating content or just playing content with it? Jason?
I have played some of it, but not tried doing any of the creations of it. I don't have that kind of a knack at that.
Right. I'm actually kind of in the same boat. I've dabbled in the Foundry on and off, mostly off, down through the years. But, I've played my fair share of missions in it. I have messed around with creating an actual mission. Like, I've gone through the process of, actually setting it up, or, messing around with the UI. Like you said, Panda, it's not very intuitive. It's not user-friendly, I think is how I would describe it. It's definitely not user-friendly.
There's a lot of flipping between ground map and an editor to try and nudge someone's shins out of the floor.
Excuse me.
Because you didn't quite have the X measure,
right.
The Z measurement, right? So either they're like half buried or they're floating.
Yep. I understood, the logic of, set up A, B, and C, and is linked to X, Y, and Z, or I understood that logic of setting up the different points in it and planning it out. But like Jason, and probably more so me, I'm just not very creative. Like, I could never come up with dialogue, for NPCs to actually come up with a good story and then interesting dialogue. That it's not my forte, just not my cup of tea. I'm not good at it at all. So I've never actually published anything, but I have played more than my fair share of missions.
But especially in the dry times between, when episodes would come out. But I am seeing that some of the people joining us in text chat have created missions or authored as scenes. Phoenix Blue Zero and Death Dog both have contributed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know that some people are definitely going to be very, very sad to see the Foundry go. But it's one of those things that it was just time. I think the Foundry would have been a lot bigger years ago, I think, and especially when the game was in its early years, because there was such a lack of content in the game, and the Foundry, was like a stopgap measure where players could create their own content that other players could play and enjoy. And now we have loads of content. There is so much content in the game. I don't think that it's as popular as it once was. Now, I know there are people out there that use the Foundry to complete endeavors, and while it was probably handy for that, I mean, it's not the end of the world. The way I looked at it was, God forbid people have to play the game, in order to complete endeavors. But yeah, there's definitely going to be some people upset about it. It's just, I think for me, because I wasn't, really big into it, it's almost like a good news, bad news type of thing, because sure, it's sad that it's gone, but on the other hand, this is probably going to mean that the devs themselves are going to have a lot more time to dedicate to creating more content for the community, because as you pointed out, Panda,
Ham.
as you pointed out, every time there was a major release, it would break the Foundry, and it'd be off for a month or 2 months or whatever, and then they'd finally get it fixed and it would be back on, and then another major release would come out and it would break it again, and it would be off for another month or couple of months. It's kind of a good news, bad news thing, at least that's the way that I'm looking at it, and hopefully they will have more time to dedicate now to creating more content. Want to say welcome to Silent Savage 2502, who has just followed our channel on Twitch. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the show. We broadcast every Saturday or on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. And we cover the latest in Star Trek Online news and Priority One Armada news. And once we finish up with that, we move on to our away mission, where we team up with you guys, the viewers, and we earn things like reputation marks, XP, dilithium, loot, all that good stuff. Stuff that you can never have too much of. So welcome to the show, and yeah, hope you're enjoying it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Right, let's move on to item number 3. Panda, could you tell us about design official Star Trek merchandise, please?
Well, have you ever wanted the opportunity to design a Star Trek t-shirt, poster, or something more? Well, I mean, of course you have. Everyone has. I mean, even the folks at Cryptic have, which is why they're teaming up with the creators at For Fans by Fans to host a Mirror of Discovery Fan Forge Challenge. You can submit a piece of art based on Mirror of Discovery for a chance to have it become a piece of licensed apparel or merchandise on the For Fans by Fans website. Designs are being accepted for t-shirts, hoodies, and tanks, art prints, mouse pads, wallets, and messenger bags. But that's not all. Everyone who enters the contest will receive stuff. They'll receive the in-game title of Dedicated Fan and an Infinity Promotions R&D pack on PC, which can open into a Tier 6 ship. And the top 5 designers, as chosen by the panel of judges, will receive the Fanatic in-game title and a Discovery Operations bundle on PC. Now, if you're wondering who the panel of judges are, well, here you go. Art Director at Cryptic, Bill Yeats, Senior Concept Artist at Cryptic, Hector Ortiz, and Marketing Artist, Jen May. Now, nothing says they'll be wearing Q's judging robes from Farpoint, but if you want to imagine that, go right ahead.
Okay.
And then let me quote in a quick plug. Once you submit your designs to them, go to the Priority One Cafe Press store.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Nicely done, Panda. All right. So I suppose my question is, I'll go with you first, Jason. Have you ever wanted, or to design any cool Star Trek t-shirts or things? Have you ever be like, oh, I wish I could come up with a design, anything like that? No.
Well, I'm a Star Trek fan, so there's always been something there, to be able to do, but it still comes back down to that creative, I just don't have the creative bug to be able to do something like that.
Right.
Maybe not enough, positive energy to go towards that.
Yeah. How about you, Panda? Have you ever had that urge to create some, cool Trek design that you'd hope would, become the next fad?
I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of fans create content, or fans create designs or something to help us, they can become merchandise. It's like those kind of have a sketchy history of thanks, this is ours now, you have no more claim on it again.
Right.
What makes this For Fans by Fans site seems like a better deal, because they explicitly point out that your designs will net you commissions on items that are sold.
Right.
So
yeah.
it's not simply a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Now, I can't speak to their business practices, so I'm not going to say that one way or another. But it is encouraging that they do explicitly say this site actually kind of seems like, do you remember Threadless? I think it's still a website where people could submit t-shirt designs, and then they'd be upvoted, downvoted, and if you got a certain, if you passed a certain vote threshold, your design would be made into a t-shirt. This feels like the same kind of thing, but very much with a geek and fan bent.
Right.
So that's more encouraging. I think I'm going to take a I am going to take a deeper look into this. Teacher Guy is well ahead of, or not, sorry, pardon me. Captain Wit 9 is way ahead of me. He's already submitted 2 pieces.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They also say that it does not limit folks to mirror-only design, which is interesting because the event was specifically calls out Mirror of Discovery. But if you're interested, I encourage you to take a deeper look and see what you get.
So for me, I've kind of been down this road a little bit, but really it's not me either at the same time, because and of course what I'm referencing is the Priority One Armada and what you plugged there a minute ago, Panda, the Priority One Cafe Press store, where members can purchase Priority One Armada themed merchandise. Basically what happened was Admiral Rikers, who's clearly one of the admirals in the community, he designed a really, really cool Armada logo for us. And it's on our website. It's actually, I can't talk about that other thing because we haven't announced it yet. Okay, I'm glad I caught myself there. Wait until you see now everyone's speculating, oh, what was he going to say? So Rikers came up with this really cool design for the Armada, and it was actually Armada members who were like, wow, that's so cool, is there any way that we could get this on t-shirts or hoodies that we could buy? So we started looking into it, and eventually we came up with the Cafe Press store. And like we mentioned earlier, you can get everything from t-shirts to hoodies, mugs to mouse pads, and so many other things. And we've got loads of different designs. We've got Priority One Armada themed merchandise. We've got Priority One Empire for the Priority One Mirror Empire month. We've got Priority One Ferengi Alliance. We've got the 3 houses on the KDF side: House of Martok, House of Moog, House of Grilka, with the actual correct, proper canon house logos as well. While I didn't really do a lot of the design and went through the process of it, but it was kind of cool because people actually asked for it, members of the community. But again, for this particular thing that we're talking about now, I always feel like I just don't have that creative. I'm not an artist. That's probably the best way I can put it. I'm not an artist. I'm not good at coming up with stuff like that.
I can draw really good stick figures, and then,
I can draw a line. I can draw a circle. Yeah. I can do a pyramid.
I can totally do like a blood splatter left by Captain Killy, but I mean, I don't know if that's going to really sell. It's not going to really move units, if you know what I mean.
Right? Yeah. Before we move on any further, let's announce the winner of our first giveaway. It just occurred to me that we haven't actually done that yet. So this is the winner of a Gamma Vanguard starter pack code, and let's roll the dice. The winner is Tech Dragons. Congratulations, you have won a Gamma Vanguard starter pack code.
Very nice, congrats.
Yeah, well done. So if you can please contact us. This winner was on Twitch. If you can contact us, send us a whisper on Twitch, and give us your in-game @handle. We will send that prize on to you at the end of the show. So well done again. Okay, let's move on to item number 4, Xbox and PS4 news. Jason, can you tell us all about that?
Yes, free Verdant Sword on the Xbox. The power of the Terran Empire has begun leaking through dimensions, and with it come new threats. You need to make sure you're protected out there. To that end, Xbox One Gold captains will soon be able to claim the Verdant Terran Sword in the Xbox Store for free until June 2019. This pack can only be claimed once per account, and you must have completed the tutorial, and it includes the following items: 1 Verdant Terran Sword, 3 research and development packs, and 1 small XP boost. Take advantage of this opportunity and take the fight to the stars, Xbox captains. You also, on the consoles, PS4 and Xbox, can design your official Star Trek merchandise. And welcome to Mirror Discovery. Happy New Year, fellow captains. On behalf of Star Trek Online, I'm very proud to announce that our voyage has reached its 9th anniversary. Our continued mission is to explore exciting new familiar worlds, to create new stories and gameplay to boldly go where no player has gone before. Welcome to the celebration. It's been a wonderful journey. 2018 saw the acclaimed rise of Star Trek Online's 4th major expansion, Victories is Life. It was here captains explored the Gamma Quadrant and encountered the Herc that alongside our beloved DS9 characters voiced by the original actors and the largest cast ever assembled for Star Trek Online. For the first time, players created Jem'Hadar captains, battled heroically in one or more ambitious battle zone to date, and walked the promenade on our faithfully recreated Deep Space Nine station. We're incredibly proud of Victory is Life, and we're pleased that so many players enjoyed it. Now is the perfect time for Trek fans everywhere to join us for the voyage ahead. Let's find out together what's beyond the second star to the right. Also, you are getting a Lobby store in Key Cell. Rule of acquisition number 74. Acknowledge equals profit. Any wise captain knows that when a sale this good comes your way, it's best to take advantage of it. We're pleased to announce the Ferengi merchants are putting a 15% sale on keys from March 5th at 8 a.m. Pacific time to March 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Now is the best time for captains to load up on your keys and grab those ships you've been eyeing.
So, there's quite a bit of news for console, which is a nice change. Granted, now I don't play on console, either Xbox or PS4, but you know, it's always nice to see those guys, being acknowledged, because they are behind the times in regards to, or when compared to PC. I do think it's kind of cool that they got this Terran Sword and the 3 research and development packs, because isn't that the Terran Sword that's in the Lobby store on PC?
That's what I was wondering too.
I can't see any description online of what the Verdant Terran Sword is. Yeah. I mean, other than green.
I got the impression that it's the Terran Sword in the Phoenix. So right, okay, the Lobby store one wouldn't be uncommon. It'd be very rare at the very least, if not epic. So right, it's probably just a lower quality.
Well, Phoenix Blue Zero says it's green.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Scotty.
So that's cool. I know that there'd be people out there that will be complaining, oh, we didn't get that on PC, but look at, these guys are always a little bit behind. It takes a little while for content to reach them.
just let them have this, people.
Well,
just
I'll find out what it looks like too, because now that I see this until June 2019, I'll end up getting onto my Xbox to go see if I can get it.
Yeah, they've also got this design official Star Trek merchandise. They finally got Mirror of Discovery. They got the 9th year anniversary. They got a Lobby store and key sale. So there's a lot of stuff going on with console, which is great. Like I said, it's nice to see those guys being acknowledged and getting updates to the game, because they're just as passionate about the game as we are as well.
I do want to point out though that console players, the prizes that you get for participating in the design challenge, those are PC only.
Right. Yes. Actually, that's a good catch, Panda. Yeah, very good catch there. Let's move on to PC patch notes for the 7th of March 2019. As we mentioned earlier, the character creation UI has been updated with all new look and player experience, simplified UI visuals, and smoother progression process through the character creation. To celebrate the new UI, Star Trek Online are giving one additional character slot to everyone. Thank you very much. It was very much appreciated. Updated...
Addict.
Hi, my name is Winters. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Winters.
Updated allegiance descriptions for all allegiant choices. Updated descriptions of all classes for all allegiances. Nausicaans now have a full set of head presets to choose from. Added Lethean head preset choices that were previously never created. Added missing tail customization for Cation characters. PANDA. You're going to be happy with that. Resolved sorting issues within the various options. Resolved an issue that was preventing items from being unlocked after purchasing any packs from the ARC website. Under Systems, defeat Tholian personal endeavors now properly track Tholians wearing EV suits. Remove the endeavor text from the title of all universal endeavors. Okay. Right, so that's all the patch notes for PC. Teacher Guy says, only 11 steps to go, Winters. Yeah, so let's move on to Armada news. So, as always, this coming Tuesday is TFO Tuesday in the Priority One Armada. This event is for all Priority One Armada members and offers a chance for us to team up together and earn marks, XP, and more importantly, dilithium. To check the time of this event, open up the fleet window and click on the Events tab to see the event in your local time. And remember, that is coming this Tuesday. It's every single Tuesday is TFO Tuesday in the Priority One Armada. Now, other news in the Priority One Armada. Priority One Delta Fleet has 3 days left on its colony upgrade, which will bring it up to level 80. And so there's only 3 days left on that. That is absolutely fantastic news. The Tier 4 Shipyard upgrade is now available on Grilka. So that's the first of the Tier 4 upgrades on the Starbase. That is now available on Grilka. Believe it or not, everything is filled except the marks. So if you have fleet marks on the KDF side, there is tons of room in Grilka, and it's a great time to get some fleet credits. There was 3 days left on Grilka for Tier 3 operations on the Spire, and there was 6 days left on Grilka for the Tier 3 Xenotech upgrade that is on the Research Lab. At the moment, now I took a little look at this earlier on. There's something like... it's like 30 or 40,000 fleet marks needed between all the upgrades on Grilka. There's a ridiculous amount that's needed. So, like I said, if you have any fleet marks, Grilka, it is a really great time to earn them or get rid of those fleet marks and turn them into credits. So, well done to everybody in Delta Fleet and in the House of Grilka Fleet. That fleet is making incredible progress. And yeah, it's all down to you guys, you know, the members of the fleet. So well done to everybody. Next, we would like to highlight one very special member of the Priority One Armada community, and that is a favorite here, Captain Bosch at Jedi0011. We would like to thank him for his recent donation that he made to the Priority One Armada website. Because of members like Captain Bosch, we're basically able to keep the lights on around here. Without the support of him and so many others, we wouldn't be able to basically keep the lights on, because there are real world costs in running a community like this, such as website hosting fees, TeamSpeak hosting fees. We're even getting into production software now for these shows that we broadcast every Saturday. So thank you, Captain Bosch, so much. It is very, very much appreciated, and yeah, thank you for your continued support. Right. That wraps up the roundtable for this week. So now we can move on to the away mission, which is, I want to say Nukara. Is that what we said?
It's going to be Nukara.
Nukara. Okay, so first things first. I want to open up my specializations, and I want to get...
Wait. I'm seeing breaking news in the text chat from Gojira. Console news, we have unveiled the Console Ferengi Alliance fleet.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I can't believe that I completely forgot about that. Okay. So, the Priority One Xbox side of the community have announced the Priority One Ferengi Alliance fleet this week. And it's following the very same as the Ferengi Alliance on the PC side. You don't start off as a lieutenant and become a lieutenant commander. You start off as an apprentice and become a sales assistant, and then an assistant manager, and then a daemon, and then a liquidator, and so on and so forth. So the ranks are business themed. So anyone that plays on Xbox, if you're a member of the Priority One Xbox fleet, either Fed or KDF, and you hold the rank of captain, you can now submit an application for your Ferengi business license. This is an actual thing that we have on the website. It's a very, very simple form to fill out. Basically, all we need is your character information. It'll be approved, and once it's approved, you are automatically issued on your profile on the Priority One Armada website a business license. I love it. I think it's such a cool thing to get a Ferengi business license. And there's awards linked to it as well. You know, as you move up in rank, you can get your rank updated and get the awards. So yeah, anyone that's playing on Xbox, you can now join the Priority One Ferengi Alliance fleet on Xbox. So yeah, congratulations to all the Xbox guys in that. I know that they've been working on that for quite a while. It's been in the works, and they were very, very happy to finally announce that to the Xbox community. So well done, guys. Right. Okay, so my specializations. I have some look, I've got 47 specialization points. So I'm going to quickly get set up here and get one of these done up.
Alcoholic.
Yep. So that I am ready for ground combat.
Brave of you to do this while streaming so we can all judge your choices.
Well, alright, so I just went with intelligence because intelligence was... It's not bad for ground, you know? And plus I had a ton of points already spent in it. And then I just went with, you know, commando for the secondary, you know? Because commando is, you know, really good as a secondary.
I can tell you everyone here is going commando.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. In case you're wondering, look, I've been crafting some prizes for upcoming events that we've got coming up in the Priority One Armada. Okay, so everybody, want to beam up to your ships now and set course for Nukara Prime. That's where our away mission is going to be this week. Actually, I never checked to see if I had an EV suit. I do have an EV suit. Make sure you have an EV suit. You need an EV suit for this area, guys. And you must be level 50. We'll just check that one more time. There it is. Yep, excellent.
While everybody's going that way, I need to give me another drink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fire ahead. I was actually just taking a mouthful of my own drink. Yeah, go ahead, Jason. I'm sure myself and Panda will be fine here while you abandon us and leave us here with these strangers.
Because obviously you don't care about us anymore.
Yeah.
We're just going to sit here in the dark.
I think he's gone already. I think he just up and left.
Okay, he's gone. Talk smack about monster trucks.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Jason has been looking forward to this monster truck rally that he went to last night for quite a few weeks now, actually, since he first brought it up. And yeah, I've never been to anything like that, but I can totally imagine that it'd be so cool. You know, it'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I would like to go to something like that. I think it'd be kind of cool. But we don't really have many things like that over here in Ireland. It's a rather quiet place. Who was that I passed by? Oh, it's Cat. Ha, Cat. Catch me if you can. I suppose I could put on my EV suit. That would be handy.
Now, you're not... Intel isn't your primary specialization, or...?
It is, yes. At the moment. Actually, I don't know. Do I have any points in pilot? Pilot. I do have points in pilot. Excellent. Okay. Because I would normally go with pilot, because, you know, pilot is, like, just the way to go for space builds. Something like temporal would be good for science space builds. Actually, I see Phoenix Blues just said that in the chat, actually, as well. Command officer would be good then for tanky engineering sort of builds. Pretty good for that.
Right. There's actually one more bit of news. It wasn't on the docket for us to discuss, but something I did want to bring up is that joining us again for the first time in a very long time, Matic 1971 is back with us. They've been out of game for a very long time to deal with issues with his health, but he is back with us again, and welcome back.
Yeah, Maytalk, welcome back indeed. I'm not sure. I think he was on TeamSpeak, but I couldn't get chatting to you because I was late for the show as it was. But yeah, thanks a million for joining us tonight, and indeed, welcome back.
And I have returned.
Welcome back, Jason. Where are we going to start? Are we going to start off in Alpha, or will we start off in Charlie? Somebody pick.
I'm just going where Tholians are and shooting them up. I don't...
Right, okay. So everybody pick up the missions from Base Camp Commander. Alright, that's the first thing you want to do. You want to pick up the missions from them, and yeah, we'll go down. Hello, somebody saluted me. I need to salute them back. Skyfire. Salute. Yeah, we want to... Oh wait, I need to enable my EV suit. Yeah, basically just pick up the missions, run around and shoot anything that moves, okay? If it's got the tag over it that says Jason, definitely shoot at it.
Gee, thanks.
I don't know why I said that. I was just it just came to me. I was like, yeah, if it's got the name tag Jason, shoot it. Kill it, kill it. So, Jason, we were kind of talking about the monster truck thing, how that you've been looking forward to it for quite a few weeks now. I take it you've been to this sort of thing before, right? This wasn't your first time.
Oh no, this was my first one.
Oh wow, okay.
I mean, I've been to tractor pulls, but there is a very big difference between a tractor pull, which has had monster trucks there and did a show running over the cars, but this was quite different, because it's inside of a hockey rink.
All right, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, some people were trying to say that I needed earplugs, blah blah blah, this and that, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It was quite fun. We of course got down into the pits, onto the track, and we had a little party there. Got the chance to, walk up and look at a couple of the trucks real close. of course, Bigfoot was there, and
What you call me?
a Bigfoot. I mean,
That's a term of endearment, trust me.
yes. And but see, I mean, to me, Bigfoot is kind of the start of trucks, big monster trucks going over cars. I mean, I know the guy driving it wasn't the original guy, but it's still the name of that truck is just tied down to monster trucks.
Yeah.
And it was quite interesting. And of course, Bigfoot's a Ford. I mean, I'm not a Ford person. And it was quite funny and happy to see him land on its roof.
Oh, really?
Literally. Oh, yeah. Freestyle, he come up. They had like 3 cars stacked up, and he tried to go over them from the opposite side instead of taking the ramp. And, yeah, he ended up right on top of his roof.
It's like ice skaters or Formula One. Everybody wants to see them fall, tumble, smash, crash. Don't they? Everybody's like, I want to see them make a fool of themselves.
Yeah. And I mean, there was one point in time where one of the trucks had come up real close to where we were sitting, and he hit the gas, and I don't want to say it was a startle, but it was one of those things where it gives you the shivers, and it like a little bit of goosebumps, like, oh wow, listen to that horsepower.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it'd be kind of cool. I've never been to anything like that. At least I don't think I have. My memories and what it used to be. Yeah, no, I'd definitely enjoy it. I'd say. I didn't think it was your first time going to something like that. I'm actually surprised by it. Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, it was a family fun outing. That's something that I just figured that me and my family, we needed to get out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When you have a lot of snow on the ground, or when it's real cold out, it's difficult to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. We've had here talking about weather. We've had like all 4 seasons within the last week. And sometimes we've had them in a single day. The weather is just atrocious here at the moment. It doesn't know what it's doing. I was actually telling the guys earlier, I was like, this was this morning now when, after my all-nighter, that there's nothing quite like being inside, nice and warm and dry when it is pouring out of the heavens outside. Because, man, we were getting torrential rain here. It was absolutely ridiculous. Very, very heavy rains. Now, I'm running around and I've got so many missions running, I don't really know which ones
mentioning weather, the rain that I was sitting in when mentioned earlier, the car wash before the car wash. Yeah. I looked out while we were setting up to start the show, and it's like everything is white. It's just it converted right to snow while I wasn't looking.
Right.
Like,
that actually reminds me. So years ago, for anyone that doesn't know, I used to be in the military. I served for 11 years, and I always had like an hour and a half drive to work every morning. I didn't live by the base I was stationed at, and I remember this one time years ago. I was going to work and it had snowed like pretty heavily. Like there was a good 5 inches of snow at home, and got up in the morning and the car was covered, and it started pulling the snow off the windscreen and the windows and what have you, and the snow is left on the bonnet or the hood, as you guys would say, and the trunk and the roof, it's just basically gone off the windows. And went off to work anyway, and as it was coming into the town, there was like no snow at work, but bear in mind it's like an hour and a half away from where I was living, and as I was pulling into the gates of the base, the guy on the gate was like, "Where the hell did you just come from?" Because the car was still covered in snow on the roof and on the trunk and on the hood, and they didn't have any snow there at all. He couldn't believe that I had all this snow on the car. He's like, "Where the hell did you just come from?"
Yeah, an hour and a half drive. I'm going to assume it's in Ireland. That is a significant distance.
Oh yeah,
to the country overall.
Yeah, it was a long commute for sure. Definitely. Yeah, I'll never forget that. The guy was like, where the hell did you come from? The sticks or something? I'm picking up stuff here, I'm doing things, and I don't know. I suppose really I should be looking here, shouldn't I? Collect Tholian science reports. Oh, that's the one I'm doing. Okay, so I just need 5 more of those. Need 4 more of those. Excellent.
Seeing a bunch of people out here with crystalline prisms.
Oh, yes. Yes. What do you think about those?
To be fair, it was a cheap shot because I'm totally dropping them everywhere I go.
Yeah. What do you think of them, though? Like, do you think they're fun?
I like them.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. Especially with something... Actually, yeah, because something like this now where you have a lot of people who might have them.
Yeah, they all network to... They will network to each other regardless of the player.
So, like, you can throw out some serious damage with them.
Or just pop 3 around a portal and just let all the Tholians get whacked.
Wow, I've only killed 34 Tholians, really?
Blacker.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I should have killed a lot more.
Well, you did just wake up, so you know you're getting up to speed.
Yes, yeah. Man, that was man, I tell you, I was in panic stations when I realized the time. I was like, oh my god. Hey, there's another mission complete. Excellent. Right, I'm going to move down to beta area.
Yeah, just looking in the text chat again, Phoenix Blue Zero says someone's parsed them to do, and they do a lot of ground damage, which is shield piercing. Yes, they are doing psionic damage, which would go right past shields, I'd assume.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somewhere like this now, well, of course, you just pointed out, I'm just after getting up, so I wasn't prepped at all. But yeah, I could have equipped those, and yeah, if everybody was dropping them, you'd get some pretty good damage with them all networking.
Also, an earlier topic, Santa Skyrats mentions that they had snow and 50 degrees Celsius heat in parts of Australia all in the same week, and that makes sense because everything in Australia will kill you.
I'd love to go to Australia. I really would. It's one of those places that I'd love to go. And hopefully I will at some stage. It'd actually be really cool to meet up with some of the guys that live down there, like
Sano.
Yeah, and Captain Bosch that we talked about earlier. Andrew, for anyone who knows Andrew, White Maggot, might know him as White Maggot either. Yeah, we got quite a few guys that live down under. Yeah, I'd love to go. Alright, defeat Tholians 60 out of 100, 61 out of 100. Collect Tholian phase stabilizer shutdown codes. Ah, there we go.
If I can make this work, because the commando ability where you knock someone over and do damage when you run past, I think that applies to the trapped officers, you know, stuck up against the wall. So you can just run past them and they'll just fall out like fruit from a tree.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Well, I definitely don't I'm about to die. I definitely don't create characters at the rate that others might do. So the character creator UI is maybe not that big a change for me, but I am encouraged by them taking quality of life and UI enhancements that arguably aren't, like, put it blunt, revenue generators.
Right. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I'm excited to see what's going to come down the pike. Because if they've just hired a new UI artist, then there's going to be other stuff that they're going to have stuff that they're no doubt going to have to work on. So it'll be nice to see what other changes are going to come down the line as time passes by. Who knows? The HUD might even get an update. Possible.
Mm-hmm. Now, Falsefire 1976, you're mentioning as duty officer, the Dr. Clone, what's his face? Crazy Clones.
Oh, yeah.
That buff psionic damage. Now, does that apply to the Crystalline Prisms too? Because that's kind of what's implied.
I'm not 100% sure. That'd be an interesting test, actually, to see if it does.
That's a fascinating test for someone else to do.
Yes, exactly. Someone who has more time.
Dr. Sybeck, thank you, Phoenix Wood. Falsefire says, assume so?
Yeah, you would imagine so, alright, wouldn't you?
It is a mystery. Yeah, I think I've got like 4 Cybeks on my main fed, just because you do it. You do Hearts and Minds. Yep, every Friday the 13th and on Halloween.
Yeah.
And you get a Dr. Sybeck, whether or not you already have one. It's like, cool. I'll just stick you in the cargo hold with the others.
I'm the same on my main. I think I've probably got about 4 copies of them as well. And not the last time it was around, but the time before that, I spent a night and I ran all of my characters through just to get him, because it's a free, rare duty officer. It's nothing to stick your nose up at. Anything free is always good. Of course, I have a lot more characters now. Hey.
Yes. Yes, y'all said that's an all-night ordeal.
Yes, it is for sure.
Where's my transport?
Hey, another mission complete, and I'll take the lithium. Thank you very much. Rescue trapped officers from intercepted rifts. I have 7 out of 15 done. So, Jason, did you have to travel far for this monster truck thing, or was it?
I looked it up and I was checking the directions to go, and I mean it said 45 minutes, but it seemed like it only took 20. And I really wasn't, I wasn't driving all that fast, but
I've got this picture of Jason in his car, and he's like, 2 hands on the steering wheel, get out of my way.
Yeah, when people here in the Midwest say it's like in the Midwest U.S., there's like, oh yeah, it's going to be an hour and a half drive. It's like, okay, so that's like 45 minutes Californian.
Right.
Well, see, I mean, even after coming out of the, out of the show, I was like, well, maybe we need to sit for a little bit, let things, let traffic die down a little bit, but I was like, get out and, made a left turn, and I was like, wow, that was quick. And then all of a sudden I was looking around, I was like, where the hell's the cars? It's only 9:30 at night.
Well, finish
this
at
town is
9:30.
dead. Yeah, I was like, this is Friday night at 9:30 and there's nobody out.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't really all that far away. I mean, I was actually really surprised on how quick it was. And then also the first time I'd been in that particular city and found out there's like a little family fun center with a roller coaster there. And I was like, something more to possibly and hopefully go do during the summertime.
Yeah, excellent. Excelente.
And not only that, but the area is called Saginaw, and it seems to be a lot nicer and a lot quieter than of course, I'm guessing the water might be better than Flint's.
Yikes.
Yeah. And of course, we didn't have a whole lot of money to spend, and it was more to, get things for my son than anything else. So, I bought me one beer, which was a 24-ounce beer, so it was kind of two. So, but prices weren't bad. $7 for a 24-ounce beer wasn't really that bad.
$7 for a beer?
Yeah.
That's an expensive beer.
Well, I don't know, because I've been to a wrestling match, and shoot, the beers there were a lot more expensive than. I think they were almost like $12 for a draft.
The running joke is that the American ballpark is the one place where you can drink $50 worth of beer and go home sober.
I like that. That's good. Gladius asks in the chat, Winters, are you on a diet? I don't hear your Pringle munching tonight. You're right, actually. I haven't got any Pringles. Well, I do actually have Pringles beside me. I haven't started using any.
I thought it was a peanut night.
Uh,
I've got peanuts too. I've got salted peanuts.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Gladius. Thank you so much. Ooh, yikes. I gotta run off to, was it Station K-13?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got an inventory full of vendor trash to throw off.
All right.
Yeah. Now, it has been a very long time since I've had Jaffa cake. Are those crunchy?
No, it's spongy.
Oh, is that just what, Tormox, is that what you're having right now?
Some places in Dublin charge €10 for a single pint. Nightweb, I totally understand. Yeah, there are definitely places in Dublin that cost €10 a pint. Which is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And that's one of the reasons why I don't live in Dublin. Man, you want to be making some big bucks to be able to pay $10 a pint. Right. I am moving down to the hard area. If I can ever find it. Talk about wandering aimlessly.
Is it better or worse than Pavo? Because the Pavo map is splendid and spectacular and stunning and other S words, but my god, I keep running into walls.
I'm getting to know the map quite well at this stage. I wouldn't know it like the back of my hand. But yeah, I'm getting to know it quite well. I think they've done a fantastic job with that map. It's a beautiful map. A truly beautiful map.
Even if it wasn't, from the show, which had, done a beautiful job making this new planet for us to play, us to visit and stuff. It still is a stunning, gorgeous map.
Yeah.
Other various nice things to say.
Yeah, the environment team, just the attention to detail, the level of their attention to detail is crazy. It's just absolutely fantastic. We were talking earlier about, I think it, actually I'm not sure, when did it come up we were talking about Deep Space Nine? Was it console news or something?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, what the environment team done there, Nick Duguid, I mean, just such a great job. It was absolutely fantastic. Right, let's see. I want to go to Camp Charlie. Actually, wait, no, I want to go to base camp because I want to see if I can pick up those missions again. Let's say we get our second giveaway going for the night. Let's say now.
Sounds good.
Oh, yikes, that completely slipped my mind. Yeah, we better do that.
Yeah, it's as good a time as any. Okay, guys, so just take a minute, and we would like all of you to type in the word Bigfoot into the chat now. That will enter you in with a chance of winning a Gamma Vanguard starter pack code. So everybody please type in Bigfoot, and we will roll the dice on that in the not too distant future. Huh.
Yeah, NightWeb actually brings up an interesting point. Pavo map is awesome, but with a night map like that, I always wanted to look at the sky. That, I just realized, that's a night map. The lighting engine can do night. Pavo Dissension? It's a nighttime mission.
I never realized that.
They can do night maps. They can do a day-night cycle again.
No, they can do.
Can't they?
So, a day and a night map are totally different to a day-night cycle. Completely different. Because the Delta Quadrant mission, Dust to Dust, that's a night map as well, but it doesn't cycle, it doesn't change. So yeah, they're two very different things.
So hopeful. Yeah, Bajor does have lightning and darkening, but it's very subtle.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see.
And I have got to do a better job of cleaning this out. I've got a jugged changeling just sitting around. I've still got my ice fishing gauntlet. A flashlight, I don't know from where.
Are you kidding? I still have some of my characters with summer event stuff on them.
So, with the the Phoenix event that just ended. Did you guys, did you just stick with the free ones that you got, or did you spend a bunch of dilithium opening up boxes? What you do with the most recent Phoenix event?
I bought a few with some dilithium. Just,
right.
And I mean, I got some very rare tokens that I'm still haven't spent yet. So, but I need to get a couple of my characters need some red capacitor matter. So, but I'm going to spread them out and give them to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Large 2000, I'm with you. There's I dropped a considerable amount of dilithium with no expectation of getting anything better than a very rare. The Phoenix prize weekends for me is a time to pick up upgrades. That's what it is, really.
And most of mine are going to probably end up being turned into that. So it's just, yeah, I didn't expect to get anything any better than what I did. So
yeah. Very rare is usually the best that I can get. Do you remember the Phoenix event that they done at the end of last year? I actually got an ultra rare token. I couldn't believe it. I got an ultra rare token. I still have it. I haven't used it yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
It's too precious. That's the thing. It's like,
I know,
how...
right? I can't spend it. But I was actually glad it was back because I have a few new characters, and there's a few items that I put on every character, like the Tanis, the duty officers, the red matter capacitor, and yeah, I put these items on every character. Every one of my characters has these items, and there was a few that didn't have them at all. So I was glad to see it come back, and yeah, I dropped a couple of 100,000 dilithium on boxes, and yeah, I didn't get anything better than a very rare. But I got a few very rares. I think I got like 10 or 11 very rares, which isn't too bad. It's all right.
Just doing a quick calculation on the side, because one of these days I feel like buying 1,000 boxes and just seeing what the statistical breakdown is. I know you're seeing my idea of a wild night.
Wild night.
Well, I know Rikers for quite a few years was trying to get the Nandi, because he wasn't around when the Nandi was given away. And one year he dropped 1 million dilithium trying to get the Nandi. And he didn't get, well, I don't know what his highest token was, but he definitely didn't get an epic anyway, because it was probably very rare. I don't know if he got any ultra rares out of it, but 1 million dilithium and didn't get one epic. That's a lot of boxes. That's a lot of boxes. I really wish that the drop rate for those would increase just a little bit, you know? Because I don't know, like if the drop rate was improved, I feel that I'd probably drop more dilithium on them, you know? If I felt that there was a much better chance of getting a higher token, even though I don't really need them, because I've got all the event chips that were ever given away anyway, you know? So I'm pretty much okay with, you know, my very rare tokens. I don't need much more beyond that.
Like I said, I'm just in it for the upgrades.
Right, the upgrades are very good as well, but you know, it's much of a muchness really between Phoenix tech upgrades and superior tech upgrades. I mean, you know, you're spending the same amount of dill on a superior tech upgrade as you are for a Phoenix tech upgrade. Now, obviously, that can improve, because if you get, you know, rare and very rare and ultra rare and epic tokens, they break down into more tech upgrades. But worst case scenario, they work out the same as normal superior tech upgrades, basically.
By the way, for those of you who are sitting in eager anticipation, I think it would be about $257 to open up 1,000 Phoenix boxes at this current time.
Wow.
That would be a problem with me because, of course, right now with them having the lifetime subscription on sale.
Which, that's a heck of a segue. FYI, lifetime subscriptions are on sale until beginning of April 4th, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Flip that in.
Jason, are you lifetime, or did you go lifetime yet, or you're still waiting?
Not yet. I'm working on the money. I'm hoping to have it in April, but not a possibility yet.
You are a lifetime PANDA, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the best things I ever purchased. That lifetime, it's so good.
Like I've said, I went 4 years without investing any real money in this game, and by God, I've caught up.
Well, I told you, Winters. I did apply to hopefully get a job soon.
Yeah.
But if that happens, hopefully I will get a first check before it ends. So that's one of the reasons why I'm looking at getting the job. Because there's stuff that I want. I'd love to be able to get some more ships. But
the thing is, these sales come around all the time. So if you can't get it this time round, try and put the money aside for when it goes on sale again, and it will go on sale again this year. Sales are always done. I learned that the hard way, and I never buy anything now unless it's on sale, ever.
Well, it's like you said, if you're into this for a long haul, then it needs to be. It's a good thing to get, and then of course,
without a doubt.
Listening to a bunch of people that have, left the game for a little while and come back, and they're sitting there on TeamSpeak saying how much dilithium or
Zen they've got,
Zen they have and everything. That's like,
Yeah, 6,000 a year.
I'd probably benefit from that more if I didn't immediately blow it as soon as I got my hands on it.
Right, yeah.
But that's just crazy talk. That is just crazy talk. Yep, alright, I got inventory space, heading back over to kill some spiders.
I'm actually not that bad on inventory space, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, yours looked amazingly empty, all things considered.
I haven't played this character in a while.
Fair point.
So, yeah, that would have something to do with it. Where is this Tholian scanning equipment?
It's up in the Alpha area.
I'm in the Alpha area.
Yeah, it's those things that you're just walking past, but they have to have the shiny sparklies in order for you to deactivate them.
I'm looking for one too, and I can't find it.
Yeah, I'm running around here, but none of them are, shiny sparkly. They've just stopped being shiny sparkly.
If that's Lurch asking me with only half, if I came in here with half an inventory, I don't think I've had more than half an inventory available in years. Let me sort my stuff, and even with at least a few items, I have one free row. And again, this freaking jugged changeling I need to drop off somewhere.
What changeling?
I've got a changeling in a can that I need to drop off.
Oh, the capture changeling. Right, okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. I don't know why I was thinking you were talking about a bridge officer. Yeah, bit of a brain fart moment there on my part. Geronimo!
There's a can of Campbell's changeling and corn chowder.
So, Jason, would you ever go back to the monster truck thing again at any point in the future?
You know, I would. I really would. It's yeah. It was well worth the money that we paid for it. It was well worth the time to drive out there, and of course we got out there probably about 2 hours before the show even started. So
did the wife enjoy it as well, or was it just a guy thing?
I don't know. My wife never. I mean, when we go to certain things, she never really says anything to me. So, I'm guessing she did.
Right. That's my story, and I'm sticking by it.
To me, I guess monster trucks and stuff like that is kind of a redneck thing. I guess I don't know what it really is. It's trucks on big wheels. Hey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What could you get any better than that besides maybe a big old gigantic tank? That might be neat too, but
now you're spoiling the grand finale.
But it was, to me, I think everybody had fun.
That's the important part. So yeah, mission accomplished.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know that there was one point they had BMX racing or guys doing tricks on BMX bicycles.
All right.
And that was the point in time where it says, all right, it's time for me to go figure out where I can have a cigarette at.
Oh, this was all indoors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. That's why I was surprised on the sound. I mean, it could actually be the fact of where we were sitting that didn't make it as loud, but to me it seemed fine.
Yeah, Jason, I think you said that it was in a hockey rink?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They covered up the ice ring and put something down on the floors and put some clay, some real sticky mud.
Cowards. I want to see monster trucks on ice.
Monster trucks on ice.
That should be kind of cool. Monster trucks in the snow.
Alright, for Camp Alpha. What say we roll the dice for our next giveaway? I think we've given everybody enough time. Sound like a plan?
Coast race is Bigfoot, if I remember correctly.
Bigfoot, yes indeed.
Yep. So here's your last chance, people. Get that in.
Okay, the winner of a Gamma Vanguard starter pack code is... rolling the dice now. JP Delano, congratulations.
Way to go.
Congrats, yeah.
Yep. That is a Twitch viewer. Congrats, well done. So if you can please contact us, send a whisper to the Priority One chat channel and let us know what your in-game @handle is. We will get that prize sent to you at the end of the show. And we have another giveaway coming up in the not too distant future. Did I move to Camp? I did move to Camp Alpha. Alright, this thing is still not...
I think the golden path that Lurch is hinting at would be Dilithium Weekend, then Phoenix Box Weekend, then R&D Weekend.
Do you mean Upgrade Weekend?
Or Upgrade Weekend.
R&D is only for, R&D research XP. It's not for tech upgrades.
Well, you need dilithium for to get the upgrades anyway, though.
Right.
To make them, if you're not buying them off the exchange, which I would certainly never do.
I expect a dilithium weekend in the not too distant future. I'm guessing they're going to update the calendar next week, next Thursday.
I mean, it would be nice if they did that, yeah.
Yeah, and I'd say there's going to be a dilithium. Well, not necessarily next week, but I think a dilithium weekend is going to be announced.
Well, it's been a while since we had Dilithium Weekend, hasn't it?
Sorry, what was that?
I think December was the last time we had Dilithium Weekend.
Oh no, we definitely had one more recently.
January?
Yeah, even as recently as February.
It's been a while since we had one anyway, I know that.
No. I guess while is relative, but I definitely know we've had one since in the beginning of the year.
Bladius says in the chat, in honor of you winters, I just opened a tub of sour cream and onion Pringles. Funny enough, that's exactly what I've got.
Okay, double damn you, because that's one of my favorite flavors of Pringles.
I know, right?
God. Pox on your house. Captain Whitnine says it was just last month. But yeah, there's kind of just like nothing after the TFO event wraps up.
Right, yeah, there's nothing else announced.
At the end of this week, yeah, guys. Okay, Cryptic, really might want to take a look at that.
Yeah, I really wish they would become a lot better in terms of updating the calendar, because people have lives, and they have to juggle work and real life commitments and family and God knows what else. And
yeah, but then there's us.
Right. But knowing in advance, if there's a Dilithium weekend or there's an upgrade weekend or whatever, you can make plans and say, right, okay, I need to slot a bit of time for that particular weekend in order to take advantage of it. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that they go ahead and they make plans because the calendar isn't updated, and then they find out later on, oh crap, that turned out to be a commendation weekend. No, maybe not a commendation weekend. Let's say an upgrade weekend. They're like, ah, crap, I've missed it. And if they had known, they might have set aside a little bit of time to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Nightweb's got the truth of the matter is that people have alts to look after.
Indeed. Whoop, that's the wrong way. I need to go up this way. Well, I know I have made a nice little stockpile of marks and, more importantly, dilithium while we were here.
I was just killing things.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing as well, but it's always good to earn those extra currencies. What do you think? Will we get our last giveaway kicked off so people can start typing in the keyword? Sound like a plan?
Yeah, we better take care of that. It's starting to get late.
Yep.
Come on. Yeah, you eight-legged bastard.
I could do with getting into a safe area before I do this. Haha, found one. I swear I've been here before. Gladius. At Nightweb, remind me how many characters we abandoned in WoW last year? Nightweb, none, they're just resting in my account.
They're not dead, they're just sleeping.
I think that's a reference to Father Ted, and only people this side of the pond would get that reference. Right, okay, so let's get the last giveaway, and of course it has to start acting up. There we go. Right, so guys, this is for a Gamma Vanguard starter pack code, and the word we would like you to type into the chat now is Dirt Crew. Please type the word Dirt Crew into the Twitch chat, or into the chat now, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, and that will enter you in with a chance of winning a Gamma Vanguard starter pack code. And best of luck to everybody. So, Nightweb asks, what's the connection of these keywords? Just curious. Jason, I'll leave that question up to you, or the answer up to you.
Well, of course, Bigfoot is one of the monster trucks that were at the show last night. Quad Chaos was one, and Dirt Crew is actually the one that won the event last night. So they are all the trucks that were there, except for the ones I didn't like. And of course, there's only 3 keywords. So, monster trucks.
Monster trucks. Okay, let's see. What other missions can I pick up? They're all back up now, but I don't think I want to do a complete run through. There's a few people here. Who's here? There's Jason, Panda, Nikki, Carol. Who dat? Oh, Captain H. Captain H, right, okay. Right. Now, need to take care of this.
No. God.
He's doing it on purpose.
Excuse me, I'm going to take my headset off for a second.
Oh my god. It is so tasty. It is so tasty.
Please explain the taste of it.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
You missed the fact that Winters was about to describe to you the taste of the Pringles.
Oh man. That was funny.
I guarantee you it would just turn to ash in my mouth right now.
That was so tasty.
God damn.
Just got up and roared. You live alone, right? Or did you just wake up the entire house?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the neighbors are going to... They're going to have questions.
Hello, 911. Yeah, I heard a screaming coming from next door. Sounded like he was in distress.
I don't know. It sounds like some jerk was eating Pringles on mic. I know, right? That's... Well, in your jurisdiction, that's grounds for justifiable homicide. I know, right?
I can't believe he actually got up and roared. That was a nice touch. Right.
Well, apparently it's going to be chocolate digestives next week.
Oh yeah, I like me some chocolate digestives. Oh, I see Blue Spot has followed us on Twitch. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying it. We broadcast every Saturday. And we covered the latest news in Star Trek Online and the Priority One Armada, and then we team up with you guys and we go off and earn marks and dilithium and loot and all that good stuff. So yeah, hope you're enjoying the show and hope to see you back here again. Thanks for following us. And I think that is enough time for the giveaway, the Gamma Vanguard starter pack code. So we will roll the dice and see who the winner is going to be.
Hit it.
3, 2, 1, and the winner of a Gamma Vanguard starter pack code is Stojax. Congratulations!
All right, congrats.
Way to go.
Well done. So if you can please contact me, or contact the Priority One channel. Just send a whisper to us and let us know what your in-game handle is. We will send that prize on to you at the end of the show. And I'm not laughing at you, Stojax. I'm laughing at, I think it's Captain H, is it? Is it Captain H? It is Captain H doing the unusual dance. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
I thought you were still laughing at Panda for the fact that you're eating Pringles.
Oh, yeah. So tasty.
Well, Sartre was right. Hell is other people.
Stojax, if you can send a whisper to the Priority One chat channel, so you just click on Priority One and hit the whisper option, and send us a whisper and just give us your in-game @ handle. We'll send that prize to you at the end of the show.
And don't worry, I believe Winters does have his front door shut, and so do I, because it's too cold outside to have it open.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Alright, you know, if this is going to be a thing...
What's a thing?
This.
Oh, the unusual dance?
Mm-hmm.
Have I got that on this character? Dance. Unusual. Boom. Dun, 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 dun.
I probably got rid of it, but I do have footage of me, Kat, and Rikers doing the unusual dance with Borg holograms.
Come on, Nikki. Why aren't you dancing with us, Nikki?
Join
What instance are
us.
you guys in?
Should the fuck checking now.
Instance number 2. Instance number 2.
No wonder why I wasn't seeing all you dancing.
Right, yeah. There's Jason.
Hey, Jason.
There you go, Nikki's joined us. Looks like we're all having a fit. Together at the same time. In the very same manner. Everybody's switching to number 2 now from number 1.
If you need team invites, let us know in the chat. Come on, we're going to make this a thing.
Everybody's dancing. Right, well...
Oh, wait. Damn, it stopped.
I guess that pretty much wraps up episode 80 of the Priority One Armada live stream. But before we go, we want to let you know what the story is for next week. We will be off the air next week due to St. Patrick's Day weekend. Woohoo! But don't worry, we will be back on March 23rd, 2018, where James will be back in the captain's chair. We'll be talking more about the latest news from Star Trek Online and the Priority One Armada. Plus, we'll be teaming up with you in another adventure zone to earn even more marks and dilithium.
And I'll correct you, that is actually 2019.
Oh, did I say
Time
18?
travel. Time travel.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Must be some kind of temporal anomaly. It is always some kind of anomaly.
If you're not a member of Priority One Armada and want to chat with us in-game, then come join us on our Priority One chat channel by typing in the chat box /channel_join space Priority One, all one word, and then hit the enter key.
If you do want, despite all reason, to become a member of the Priority One Armada community, simply head over to PriorityOneArmada.com to sign up. We have both Federation and KDF fleets, ranging from Tier 3 to Tier 5, so you can be certain we have a fleet for all types of players, including you.
Don't miss a thing from the world of Star Trek. Catch all the latest news regarding the Star Trek Multiverse on Priority One, a Roddenberry Star Trek podcast. Get a new episode every Friday by pointing your favorite podcast app to feeds.priorityonepodcast.com.
If you want to be notified of our next live stream, then follow our various channels on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You never know when we will have another giveaway. Before we go, I would like to say thanks to our artist, Jason Smith. Thanks to our social media manager, Mark Pullman, with assistance from Sean Babbitt. I would also like to say a very special thank you to my co-hosts, Jason and Panda, for joining me this week. And finally, of course, a big thanks to you guys, the viewers, because without you, none of this would be possible. So until next week, take care, live long and prosper. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, folks.
Goodbye, everyone.
Fly it, print it, display it. Don't just buy another Enterprise. 3D print a one-of-a-kind starship. Your starship. With GamePrint.net. Priority One listeners can save 20% right now on all ships and sizes. Just use coupon code PRIORITY20, that's PRIORITY20 at checkout. Build your fleet and display it proudly with GamePrint.net.